Hey everybody, I'm recording or starting to record more videos so that I can build my personal brand and get myself out of there. Um, and also just to experience the world and share my thoughts and my mind with people. Because in my little small space or in my little world, I probably will never be able to reach as many people as I would need to. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm, making my stamp on the world and putting myself out there artistically, creatively, mathematically, um, in just every way that I can. So, what I'm beginning to do is when I start working on these projects or these projects that I do for different companies and they give me permission to take their name off of it or whatever, I want to be able to start sharing some of my insights and putting content out there. So here what we're looking at, it's a company that pretty much wants to, they've been having some issues of not being able to fulfill orders. They haven't been able to fulfill orders and, they're just not sure, um, how much inventory that they would need. So what I started out doing with this company is just deconstructing not only their sales, but understanding their performance. And that's when I brought up to them, like, hey, you know, it could help you to better understand, your operational costs by understanding, what you've done in the past and whether you're factoring in averages or potential growth. This will help you to understand what you would need. So I'm just going to go over each column, which is pretty self-explanatory, but in order for me to break it down, it's important that I break down each element. So here, of course, we have the product SKU. Then we have the cost per unit, the price, the profit after the CPU, and this is the purchase on average over the past 4 years. Over the past 4 years. Now, the pricings have changed. But again, this is just going off of the averages over the past 4 years, but that does not affect the pricing models. Was my suggestion to maybe do, an average cost as far as the price or the different pricings to compare how well it did when it was at a certain price or at a lower price 4 years ago. But hey, you can only do what you can do. So the lowest revenue was $237, which is not shown on here. And the highest revenue for a product SKU is $106,000, which is for SKU number 16543. Oh no, I'm sorry, not for 16453. It's actually for 18324, this product here. This is the cost, the profit after CPU, which doesn't factor in this cost, but that's what it is. And that's why over here, visually it's just showing that this is the largest one. And as you can see, when I highlight it, it says the SKU, the purchase amount, and what the revenue is for this specific SKU. The reason being is that, if you're trying to break down, okay, how much budget do I need? You can't do a general blob of information. You have to understand performance. This here can tell us a whole lot, from the ones that didn't perform so well, like SKU number 35678, there's only 50 of them. So if the marketing team has a strategy to grow the average number of sales for this particular product, I'm pretty sure there's an audience out there that's going to buy this particular product. It's just they haven't reached them. And a lot of times people that say that an audience is too small, it's not that it's too small, it's just you don't know how to reach them. And you have to be able to collect data to be able to identify these folks. And the end result shouldn't be, oh, the audience is too small. The end result should be, how can I make this audience bigger? I know that there aren't only 50 people like this in the world that would buy this particular product. How can I grow this product? And the revenue for this product, which I'll show you guys in another video. I'm doing content segmentation for another company, And I want to be able to show the difference between how you see from an ad campaign, the revenue from each ad campaign. What if you're able to group, performance by content type and understand the revenue by content type opposed to ad type? Your ad type, believe it or not, it's already limiting you because, that ad has a specific set of targeting. Even if you're using custom events from Google or Facebook, it's crawling and is optimizing for people that you've already captured. You haven't, and if you haven't tested different types of copy and different types of content to grow this audience, then it's too soon to say. So content is very important, but I'll get into that later. And this here is just pretty much the cost from the, not the previous year, but on average for SKU 18324, because that's the biggest performing product. But if we factor in the 20% growth strategy of the marketing team, then you would factor in that you would have to pay more, and the budget would be $16,000 for this particular product. And these other ones, like I said, if it's dissected and deconstructed, how can we grow these low performing ad campaigns? And based on that growth model, will you be able to handle the growth? Will you have the product to give to those consumers? Because a lot of times people, they say, oh, I want to market, I want this and I want that and whatever, but then they don't have what they need, or they're not thinking about what they need in order to manage growth. And that's so very important. Now, this visualization here is just a tree map, just pretty much showing you by size, just as well as circles sizes, the biggest to the smallest performing. Some of them aren't even present. You can't really see them too well, but that's pretty much how that goes. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'm not sure if my next video, I wanted to finish my passion project in regards to the life expectancy of females in other countries, but I just have to see how I feel tomorrow. Maybe perhaps I'll actually get on video, because I hate being on video. It's nerve-wracking, but I have to grow as a person, as a human being, as a business person. It's just necessary, and I'm definitely going to fight to get over the anxiety that comes with doing this. But anyway, if you have questions in regards to how, to improve operations, how to handle growth and have your marketing plan align with your the operations that are going on inside of your company, then let me know. Just drop your questions, or most people, they send me an email, or they send me a message. But inventory, customer service, they're all important factors, because it's going to affect your retention. Like if you have horrible customer service and you didn't fulfill your orders on time, that's going to make it a lot more difficult for a customer to come around a second time to buy another product because of their initial experience. But that's it for me, y'all. Have a good one.